Greetings! Did you know that you can change your car's cabin air filter yourself? Even if you know absolutely nothing about cars. But let me back up a little. I think most people don't even realize what a cabin air filter is. It's just what it sounds like. It filters the air that is drawn into your car from outside, also known as ventilation. But the question is, why is a cabin air filter important? One reason is that the highest concentrations of roadway pollutants occur on roadways, according to the EPA. So studies actually show that people who live, work, or go to school close to major roads seem to have an increased incidence and severity of health issues associated with air pollution exposure. But even if you're not traveling on a major road, the air quality inside your vehicle is typically worse than it is outside. Pollutants are drawn in your vehicle and recirculated, and their concentrations can build. Hence why I'm interested in cabin air filters. In this video, I'll tell you how I went about finding a good cabin air filter, and then I'll show you how I installed it. Welcome to the Healthy Home Guide. This is a place where I share practical tips for creating a safe and healthy home, whether the word home refers to your house or your body. Please go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you would, because it helps me out a lot. Alright, so let's talk about my filter search. So I wanted a filter that can capture small particles, or PM 2.5, which are far more harmful than larger particles, or PM 10. So I scoured what seemed like the entire internet, and I didn't find many companies that actually share metrics about what size particles their filters can capture. Among the companies that actually share metrics with us, the Fram True Air cabin filter seems effective. Based on third-party testing, it achieves 95% filtration efficiency at 0.3 microns and 99% at 3 microns. Now that is a significant reduction in PM 2.5. Most other cabin filters only capture larger particles. The Fram True Air is sold in Walmart stores, which is great, and online. So make sure you use their online tool to find the model that actually fits your vehicle. Two other cabin filters that I may try in the future are PureFlow's and Bosch's HEPA filters. HEPA filters can trap extremely fine particles, but are known to reduce airflow, especially when their surface area is as small as a cabin filter is. I mean, look how small this is. Like, so small. I'm a little concerned that these may impede defogging, but I still want to try them eventually because HEPA is like the gold standard. Okay, now here's a hot take. A type of cabin filter that I'm skeptical of is ones with activated carbon, also called charcoal. These claim to remove VOCs, which are basically gases that are much smaller than particulate and can't be removed by a particle filter. First of all, I've never seen any company release any sort of hard data showing how efficiently their cabin filters perform at removing VOCs. I believe that the lack of data can be explained by how extremely expensive and difficult it is to test or predict VOC removal by filtration. Even if a test showed that a carbon filter could remove VOCs, I'd still be skeptical of its efficacy, and I'll tell you why by reading a quote from the article I mentioned on screen. Quote, "Any filter that removes VOCs will saturate. In a carbon filter, the solid carbon molecules that make up the filter bond to the VOCs to remove them from the air. Once all the carbon molecules are bonded, the filter won't remove VOCs anymore." End quote. It's virtually impossible to test how saturated a carbon filter is and to predict how quickly it will become saturated. And here's the kicker, okay? I believe that the carbon in cabin filters in particular would become saturated quite quickly because look, they're so small and thin. So that's why I don't use the presence of carbon as a criteria for choosing a filter. Instead, I focus on finding a filter that can remove small particles because that's more of an exact science. Now I'm going to show you how I change my car's cabin air filter. And of course, this will be slightly different for your car. I have a 2023 Toyota Camry Hybrid. First, I open the glove compartment and clear it out. Then to remove this lid, I push on this tab and pull to the right. That exposes the cover for the filter housing. It has an up arrow on it, and that refers to the installation orientation, not the airflow direction. More on that in a bit. Anyway, I squeeze these tabs together and remove the cover. That exposes the filter housing, which also has an up arrow, also for installation orientation. So I pull out the housing. I recently replaced this, which is why it looks so clean. You should replace these yearly, at least that's what Fram recommends. So you'd remove the filter from the housing and install a new one with the airflow direction arrow pointing in the correct direction. Again, airflow direction is a completely separate thing from the installation orientation of the housing parts. So, how do you know which airflow direction is correct? I think the easiest way to tell is this. The side of the filter that's dirty is the side the air comes in first. So for example, if the top of your filter is dirty, then air flows from top to bottom, and the airflow direction arrow should point down, as in my car. Another way to tell is if you reach in and if you feel a fan motor below the filter area, as I do here, that means air is being sucked downward through that fan. So again, arrow points down. Anyway, I replaced the filter and put the housing parts back in with up arrows pointing upward like this. Here are a few other strategies that I use for improving air quality in my vehicle. 1. Don't tailgate other vehicles, especially heavy-duty trucks. Following a vehicle too closely puts you close to its tailpipe, where concentrations of pollutants are higher. 2. I love this one. Turn on the recirculation setting in your car, which closes the vents if you see that you're approaching a bad-smelling vehicle or part of town. 3. This one really gets me going. Throw away any car air fresheners or deodorizers. They just add harmful VOCs to the air that gets absorbed by your lungs and then enters your bloodstream and has to be processed by your liver and kidneys. I feel like those organs already have to process enough. Let's not add to it, right? 4. Companies like IQ Air make air purifiers that mount inside your car's cabin. These could be worth looking into, but I feel it's most important to properly filter the air before it enters your car. To summarize this entire video, get a filter that was tested to remove fine particles, which are 2.5 microns or smaller. I hope I earned your subscription today. Comment below if you have any questions or comments about cabin air filters. I do love hearing from you guys, so do that. Like this video also if it was informative to you. Anyway, thanks for watching.